Sri Parasara Badri Narayana Swami from Sri Rangam. He is a chartered accountant, cost accountant, lawyer, and MBA in finance. But apart from his education qualification, he has taken upon himself to work for the betterment of society and he has established a trust called the Sriman Trust in Sri Lanka. The Sriman Trust does a lot of things, right from running a Goshala to a Vedic school to propagating the goodness of Sanatana Dharma. And this month is a very special month. We call it the Margari month in Tamil. And this month he has come to Chennai, and every day there are discourses being given. Yesterday I happened to listen for a short while a discourse, and he told me one point which got deeply imprinted in my heart. And I said, this is, if for 15 minutes or half an hour if you can listen to somebody and they are able to inculcate something in you, how good it will be if you are able to listen to them every day. That is the, I should say, the strength and power of his communication, what he tells us. So, I have to thank Indrani and for ensuring that he comes to Mediscan, shares his thoughts with us. And just now we finished the session. And that session is a big eye-opener. He always says, I'll come here to learn from you. But actually, the amount of knowledge he's pushing into us is extraordinary. So, we are very grateful and thankful to him for being with us today. And he is going to share with us this short time which you are going to spend here. I am very sure it's going to have a deep, lasting impact in your minds. And certainly, we will start thinking why we did not think all these things before, and what we should be doing to better ourselves as human beings. That's all there is. Because at the end of the day, we all want to be good human beings. We want other people to say that we are good human beings. That's all we want to do. And by doing so, we not only make an impact within ourselves, but also make an impact among our friends, relatives, and people who come and seek our help also. All of that. So overall, this will contribute to the betterment of society as a whole. So, very grateful to you, sir, for being here with us today, and thank you very much.
10:30 வரைக்கும் இருக்குமா? 10:30 நீங்களும் திருப்பி சொன்னா நல்லா இருக்கும். நமஸ்கார். வெரி குட். நான் டாக்டர்லாம் ரொம்ப குவைட்டா இருக்குவாங்களோ. So for me, they have asked me to speak in English. Is it better or more?
Mostly English because there are other language speaking people there.
Okay, very good. So the whole Bharat Desh is here?
Yes.
Very good. हम हिंदी में भी बात कर सकते हैं आपके लिए. तेलुगु नहीं चर्चा तेलुगुलो మాట్లాడడానికి తెలుగు వారు ఉన్నారా మనవాళ్ళు అంటాం వాళ్ళని చాలా మంచిది. So let me have our common language. That has become a common language of the world. So getting into this English. When we change the language, mic is also changed. That is the power of language, I think so. We all really at the young age had an aim of becoming a doctor. So everyone will be having this kind of aim. படிச்சா டாக்டரா தான் ஆகணும். Yes, I should become only doctor. A doctor is a very coveted position. But everybody aims to achieve that biggest thing. I am so happy that you are all achieved the position and we are with you in this day. Thanks a lot for giving me an opportunity to talk before you few minutes. You are all a creamy layer, very talented layers. You have shown this world that you are more intelligent and you have proved this world that you are above the level. நாங்க படிச்சது காமர்ஸ் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட். Usually we call that department as the third group. First groups biology, science. Second group இது அதுக்கப்புறம் மார்க் ரொம்ப குறைஞ்சதுன்னா third group finally. So for my mark I applied in 11th. My application got rejected. Again I applied in the school. So they rejected me again. They asked me to come. First என்ன preference நாங்க. நான் first preference is commerce department எழுதிருந்தேன். Commerce group. For your mark, that should not be the first preference. It should be first group. I don't know. The third group is my first group. Is my first preference. Why I have chosen to be a CA means I want to be the person who is serving Lord Ranganatha at Sri Lanka. Sri Ranganatha எப்பொழுதுமே சேவை பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கணும்னா எங்களுக்கு ஈஸியான விஷயம் to be a chartered accountant. Whenever it comes, we just go, gives an idea and sign, make all the things with assistant. அது ரொம்ப ஈஸியான ப்ரொஃபஷனா இருக்கும். அது மட்டும் இல்ல, நிறைய டைம் we could focus more on God and spiritual learnings, and that has been inculcated in my mind by my father even from the age of 10 or 11. To be in Sri Lanka, to do service to the Lord in Sri Lanka. For more than 1000 years our family is doing. I am the 36th generation doing the same service which my forefather have done earlier 1000 years before. So I am so proud to be a real service oriented person at the lotus feet of Lord Ranganatha than having some professional qualifications like CA or other things. But the great thing of your profession is our Alvars have praised only your profession, not chartered accountant or other profession. Maruthuvanai ninna Mamani Vandan. Once they are praising the Lord, they are saying that you are as like a doctor. Vaidyo Narayano Harihi is the word that we use regularly. Artha Vishanna Siddhalascha Bhitaha Goreshta Vyadishu Vartamanaha Sankirtya Narayana Shabdamatram Vimukta Dukkha Sukhino Bhavanti. So it's the word that finally we recite, the shloka that we recite at the end of the Vishnu Sahasranamam, which also states the importance of reciting Narayana Namam during the time of your health or disease or something else, which is something very, the situation is quite grave. It again proves that the profession of medicine, a doctor is something beyond the level of imagination. It is actually something which is going to make the society grow and do better. Make all happy with that. ரொம்ப அழகான ஒரு ஆழ்வார் பாசம் தமிழ்ல சொல்ற, வாளால் அறுத்து சுடினும் மருத்துவன் பால் மாளாத காதல். In earlier days there was no anesthesia department, so it was purely a mind control. Anesthesia is now through medicine that we are able to make it, but earlier it was through the mind control. It was so perfect. Even Sushruta has done so many operations that is quite unimaginable. We can't imagine now with the equipments that are available from that of animals, from that of birds. That too it has been described how many number of equipments he had to do an operation with the patient, with the person who is not given an anesthesia for so many thousands of years before. We have an history recorded in our Vyakyanam, the literature that we possess, where our Purvacharya Shri Parashara Bhattar, he has got some ailment and the noik Rajapadavai. So that is the word that is described actually. It's some kind of swelling that has happened in his not in the chest but is in the shoulder. So once he has been asked for an operation to be done, surrounded by his Sishyas, the Sishyas told, no, you can't do that. He is a very sophisticated person. You have doctors you have seen. When there are some persons who are so eager, come on, put me injection. Yes, come on. There are some persons, when you show injection, that's all, they start to cry. ஆட ஆரம்பிச்சிருவாங்க. அது இல்ல போடவே இல்லை இன்ஜெக்ஷன். Parashara Bhattar is the person who is with the Sukumaramana ceremony. He is so delightful. Actually, he is ரொம்ப sophisticated, soft-ஆன person. அப்ப அவருக்கு எப்படி ஆபரேஷன் பண்றது? How to do that operation? So that the Parashara Bhattar himself gave an idea. While I am performing a lecture of Tirupavai, you just come to me and do that operation. It would be better for me to make that. So the doctor came. He was sitting before him. Parashara Bhattar started to give a lecture in Tirupavai. It was overflowing for more than 2.5 hours. At the beginning, he was asking the Vaidya to come and do. Then he has forgotten. After the completion of lecture, when he was getting out and started to move out, at that time the Vaidya came and Parashara Bhattar asked, "Why you didn't perform the operation?" Vaidya told, "I have already done that." He has got no sense of that, without which he has been highly immersed in the Bhagavad Vishaya. So once your mind is controlled, then you could control all the senses. That is the way in which naturally it has been done in our earlier days. Now we are doing with all the available new things or other techniques that we are using here. We are really happy about the new technology, new additions, new findings, new equipments, but at the same time, I am also a little bit worried whether because of that, are we losing our unique qualities? Are we not considering ourselves as a human being? What do you feel about it? What do you feel about it?
True. We have got easily available. If they have pain, I don't want to bear it. டக்குன்னு ஒரு டோலப்பார் எடுத்து போட்டுக்கலாம்.
ஈஸியா போயிடுறது. Good. What do you feel? Highly intelligent people don't talk. நிறைகுடம் நீர் தழும்பலில். So as like our குறைகுடம், we talk more. Are we actually gaining or are we losing by getting into more and more modernization? We are losing. Losing. We are in dilemma. No? So who are all saying we are losing? Can you elaborate a little bit, a simple point on it?
We should know the balance. Take what is this thing, and that will be better.
You are directly going for solution. I am asking for whether that is
We are losing out on the core values.
core values. Okay. What is that core value?
The core value of basic integrity is getting lost because a lot of compromises are being made. We are going to shortcuts rather than taking the right path. Then definitely there is an issue here.
Okay.
I need to think of, because all sudden, even if you look back, the value systems that were established many thousands of years ago still hold valid, but the environment has changed this whole thing and our thought process. And
Those
we
who
are
are
looking for short-term gains, not long-term gains.
Long-term gains. Okay. You are right. Are you all accepting his views? It's not that he is a master you should accept. He has made it very clear. We are all one among. Actually, we are one among the team. There is no here of stating that I am of this cadre and he is of this cadre. And like this, there is no passage of authority. It is about the responsibility that we own. We gave the question. It was this earlier opening about this Mediscan and other things. So happy to listen to that. Neenga edha solla vandha? Same thing. From anyone from this side? Parval, your patients are very gifted. You don't talk too much. You go on working. Come on. We find very best diagnostic doctor in Trichy also. We keep on telling history. Pudiyachi kathar elundone valichide enakinga mudiyala I was having that's all. Finally you will write a slip and give it to me. Ippudo sonna oru aarudalukavu okay. Seriya pedum pannilana. By the slip he will prove that he will clear that. He will not talk, but the slip will prove that it will clear. It will be clear. You are all like that. So happy. Thank you. But at least for this session, let it be an open session. Are we losing because of But I am feeling that we are gaining more. Because we are having a very good equipment to go inside and find out what is there inside in our parts. Without which I can't be able to see what is inside. Either I have to put a blade or something to open and see the parts. Now without which we are going so inside, in depth, and finding out and analyzing giving a very great report. The CT scan, scanning reports are quite wide and it is making very pinpoint of what is the exact problem is. Once an exact problem is found out, then you are able to prescribe the medicine in an excellent manner. So, we are improving only, no? You are a participant of both the sessions. Can you? Thanks.
Yeah, I think we are in one of the best situations now. Like
Yes.
When we were young, like we were brought up in a very traditional manner, so we know the values of that.
Okay.
And now we have all the sophistication and all the technology in hand, and so we can use in a balanced way, like instead of getting, going on to the wrong. Like technology can offer anything; it is there open, and which we this thing and what we realize is in our hands. So our parents have taught us how to do it and how to go about it. So I think we have the best, our generation. We had the old things and also the new things. And our
Here my point is quite clear. I'm sorry for stopping you, interrupting you. My point is very clear. Because of the technology and innovation, we are able to find out very pinpoint. The disease could be pinpointed to this area, and due to that, you could be able to administer the medicine in a perfect manner. So we have improved a lot, because of which actually there is an improvement. While the doctor says that no, because of it we have lost so many things, integrity, all other things. But I feel there is a great improvement in the technology, and because of which we are having a good life, sophisticated life nowadays.
I totally agree.
Like it is
Because
not affordable
30
to
years
everyone.
ago, when or 40 years ago, when a lady has some problem in the early pregnancy and ஏதோ bleeding அப்படின்னா நம்மளுக்கு தெரியாது உள்ள வளர்றதா வளரலையான்னு. So they will say bed rest and then do this இது பண்ணா அது பண்ணாதன்னு உள்ள என்ன நடக்கிறதுன்னு தெரியாது. சரி அப்படின்னு மாசக்கணக்கா ஒரு பெட் ரெஸ்ட்ல இருக்கும். ஆக்சுவலா அந்த வந்து உள்ள வளர்ற எம்ப்ரியோ வளர்ந்துருக்காது. நார்மலாகவும் இருக்கலாம் இல்லை அப்நார்மலாகவும் இருக்கலாம். சப்போஸ் ஏதாவது ப்ராப்ளமா இருந்ததுன்னா நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டெப் எடுக்கலாம். இந்த மாதிரி படுக்கையில் ஒரு மாசக்கணக்கில் நீ ரெஸ்ட்னு சொல்றதுக்கு பதிலாக, பிகாஸ் திஸ் இஸ் மை ஓன் பர்சனல் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ். இனிஷியல் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ப்ரெக்னன்சி லைக் பெட் ரெஸ்ட் நான் எனக்கு படுத்துக்கிறதே பிடிக்காது. நீ வந்து வேலைக்கு போன்னு சொன்னா நீ வேலைக்கு போனதுனால தான் உனக்கு இந்த மாதிரி ப்ராப்ளம் ஆயிடுது அப்படின்னு. But when after that when the scan came and I had some problem and they found குழந்தை நல்லா இருக்கு, heart beat நல்லா இருக்கு, okay நீ வந்து இந்த வேலை பண்ணலாம் இந்த வேலை பண்ண வேண்டாம். So the technology has made my life better, where I could also go for work and then அனாவசிய மருந்துகள் அப்பெல்லாம் வந்து பெட் ரெஸ்டும் உடனே பக்கமா மருந்து. even though I am a trained professional doctor, I give minimal medications only.
Very good.
So தேவையில்லாத மருந்து சாப்பிட்டு தேவையில்லாத படுத்துறதுக்கு பதிலா I could say okay இதை எடுத்துக்கோ இதை பண்ணு இதை பண்ணலாம்.
So technology
has given me I mean that I have seen also over a period of years, before the advent of ultrasound technology and after the advent of ultrasound technology, how the treatment became much better. Diagnosis became precise.
So
treatment
doctor
became precise.
seems to be best lecturer, I feel. My chance will go away if you keep on giving so many big things. So I let you be short in you. Yes, please.
As she rightly said, the technology is very important.
Okay.
Why I came to Mediscan and why I did a scan was, when I was in the medical college, we thought like our professors or whoever is very good and okay. And I was pregnant and they said my pregnancy was a missed abortion. That means the baby is not growing, and then they also posted me for a DNC. And then I called my husband. He said, no, you're not doing that, you come home. And we went to another sonologist and she said, my baby is okay, it's only a wrong date And he got married last month. And that is when I thought
What
I should
happened?
learn the technology in the correct hand.
Next, coming to the technology in the correct hand. Very good, clap it actually, it's a good thing. So she taught technology, then she made the technology in the correct hand. Actually for her it happened before 30 to 40 years.
40 years.
40 years before. For you it happened, this history happened, this
30 years.
incident 30 years before. Okay. So but you are adding a word, even on the 30 years ago you are adding a word technology in the right hand. So at the same period, by giving, one has given a wrong thing, another one has given a right report. That's what you are. Okay, you are from your views. I feel more youngsters could say some few words. You?
Should be used for the right cause.
Should be used for the right cause. Good. What do you feel about the technology and advancement?
Should be affordable to everybody.
Should be affordable to everybody. Good. What I am asking is so simple question. Are you feeling technology and advancement has made your life very simple and perfect and excellent?
Yes.
Yes, all are accepting that point?
Yes.
You, madam, yes.
But because of technology, we are becoming lazy.
Black shirt, adana solradha ungalku.
I think change is only constant.
Change is the only constant. Okay.
With advancing technology, it could go both ways.
Uh,
I feel.
which ways?
I mean, good, like as she said, of course, diagnosis was picked up.
Okay.
In the same way, there are couples who keep going. They keep going to 3 different people.
Right.
So we don't know. Like I feel we have too much of exposure these days.
Too much of exposure. Very notable point. Good. Thank you. What is your name?
Soumya.
Soumya. Thank you. Name, sir.
Technology, I am a genetic consultant.
Oh, very good.
Technology, I've been working in this institution for nearly 2 decades.
Okay.
So in those days, genetic investigations was not available that commonly.
Okay.
So I think life was more peaceful for patients.
So that's the excellent part. You should clap for that point itself actually. From genetic. Clap பண்ணது கூட வரக்கூடாது அப்படி பீஸ்னு சொல்லச்சே அழகா. Okay.
So it was more peaceful because we didn't have nothing much to do.
Okay.
So it was more of reassurance and consolation which we were able to give. But now too many genetic investigations are available, and even before meeting me, they do genetic tests.
Okay.
And then it ends in a lot of confusion because wrong tests are being done for the wrong cause, and clarity is not yet available because these are all recent tests which are coming up. So now because there is no clarity, so more confusion and more stress to the couple and also to the attending doctor.
Very
So
good.
now my referrals are not for primary genetic diagnosis, they are for all these confused reports. So my maximum referrals are for confused reports.
Correct. Thank you. Thanks for giving right information. இப்ப என்ன அடுத்த next ஒரு question வருதுன்னா, is the exposure good? Continuously getting exposed to missions or the scans or continuously exposed பண்றதுங்கிறது, is that going to be a good thing?
Yes, yes.
Is that going to be a good thing?
Technology is needed, but we have to have our clinical strength. Basic core values சொன்னாங்க இல்லையா, அந்த மாதிரி முதல்ல அடிப்படை நமக்கு தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். Clinical work and knowledge base, அதுக்கு மேல தான் technology cannot be the primary. If technology as the first line, it becomes difficult.
Okay. இப்ப நமக்கு இருக்கக்கூடிய வியூஸ் பார்த்தோம். சோ அவர் அழகா முதல்ல சொன்னார் டாக்டர் ஆரம்பிக்கச்சே இன்டெகிரிட்டி, அது ப்ரொஃபஷன்ல வரச்சே டிஃபரன்ஸா டிஃபிகல்ட்டா இருக்கு டு ஹேண்டில் தட். சோ ரெண்டாவது இவங்க சொன்னாங்க டெக்னாலஜி இஸ் கோயிங் டு பி ரியலி a boon because எனக்கு earlier daysல there was a confusion, now I am clear and she has made it. Technology in the right hand is always going to be a boon. And இவங்க முன்னாடி சொல்லச்சே பேலன்ஸ்டா இருக்கணும் ரெண்டுமே, அப்படி இருந்தா பிரயோஜனமா இருக்கும். கடைசி அவங்க அந்த பாயிண்ட் ஆட் பண்ணாங்க. she came with that the same point இல்லையா, அதை எப்படி நம்ம ஹேண்டில் பண்றோமோ ரெண்டு பக்கமும் போறதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு. so how we handle that matters a lot னு சொல்லிட்டு அவங்க வந்து பீஸே போயிடுது இல்லையா, totally we have lost the peace. There is a more mental peace. இங்க போய் அதை போய் கொடுத்து இப்படி கொடுத்து ஒரே கன்ஃபியூஸ் ஆயிருக்கக்கூடிய ஸ்டேஜ் அப்படிங்கிறத பார்க்கணும். now summarizing all these points is simply my lecture, nothing else. I need not talk something more about it. So simple that human are capable of achieving something unimaginable. We are gifted by the God with so many boons. ரொம்ப ரொம்ப அழகா சம்ஸ்கிருதத்துல we say a proverb, we have a ஸ்தோத்திரம், விசித்ரா தேக சம்பத்தி ஈஸ்வராய நிவேதிதும். So the whole body is a divine gift by my God. In the whole body, vichitra dega sampatti, I can just see the outer meaning of that, but as a doctor you all could go in depth into that. This is the greatest asset that you possess. The body is that. All other assets are something which may come or go, but the body is the only thing that has been purely gifted by the God to you to be used for his betterment, for his enjoyment. You all know about the greatness of the body, how it works, how it functions. I could not detail on that because I am not of that field of science. My wife is from the science. She is a biotech scientist actually. We both left everything only to do a spiritual service to the whole world. And this science proves that the God has given one of the gifted body to each and every one of us. You may try to give the medicine, you may identify the right medicine for that, but that should work because that medicine should go inside, and for that patient, he should have the capability to accept that. If he fails to accept, then that becomes a death for him, or he is unable to come out or get recovered from the disease. Now, the missions or scans or everything are advanced, and they are all in the real level of technology. And the technology is quite very useful for us to pinpoint everything and able to understand and know and take the course of action. Maybe there are so many confusions because of one person giving one, another person striving for some other thing, gets into a confused stage, but the technology is finally quite very useful for us. But because of technology, can we become a robot? Can we become an artificial intelligence? Can a human replace AI? Can an AI replace a human?
No.
Can it happen in future? What do you feel about it? Can it happen in future? Possible, never possible. Human cannot be replaced at any cost. Kindly, very clearly understand. You have been gifted with so many good things which nobody could be actually aware of creating that. God has got two things. He keeps the birth and death in his hand. He never allows it to be open to anyone. You can't just say when the soul the body kulla entrarudhu அப்படிங்கறதையோ, when the soul has departed from this, you could say sometime, but இப்பதான் போக முடியும், இப்படிதான் போச்சு. Never you could find out. The Vedam and Upanishad makes it very clear. The body, அதுக்குள்ள இருக்கிற இந்திரியங்கள், அதை கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ணக்கூடிய மனசு, அதுக்குள்ள இருக்கக்கூடிய பகவான். So the மனசு and then the next soul, உயிர்னு சொல்லக்கூடிய தத்துவத்தை எவ்வளவு advanced science வந்தா கூட you could never find. That is a challenge. Very clearly described. Now they are trying to identify so many other grahas, so many other earth-like models all over the planets. But it has been already told in our Shastram that Ayutani Sahasrani Andani. There are n number of thousands of crores of andam in the universe. You have not found it. Now you are trying, the scientists are now trying and find out. They are asking it as they are naming it as a super earth. You could search in Google, super earth. Those things are, the science are trying to find out newly so many good things. But which has been already told in Shastras that there are n number of andams, n number of planets. Now the science is capable of finding it out. Now the technology is needed. Without technology, I can't come here within few minutes. But because of technology, I should not lose my human qualities. I should not lose my human wealth. If somebody is not fit, what is the advice that you give to him? If somebody's body is not fit, if his sugar level is not something in normal level, what is the advice the doctor gives to him? You just go for a walking, or you do exercise. You make your body to move further. So it has been made like that. The manufacturer has made a body like that. You need to work to make it fit. You need to put the body into use, otherwise the body will not have its sustainability. It will get into all the drawbacks. If you say somebody who is quite fit is able to do very well in walking or yoga or exercise or other things. He may or may not take a food properly. There are some yoga gurus where they take only one time a meal which may be just very, very small in quantity. But they are doing the work in a tremendous manner. Their capacity to recollect, their capacity to do the things is quite unimaginable. Even now I could prove in Srirangam there are 90 years old person who are lifting such a big, very, very big vessel fully filled with the Kaveri water. That too they are traveling for around 1.5 kilometers to 2 kilometers daily with that weight. At the age of 90, they are doing this. Once you go and check, they don't have anything in their body. But it is the willpower, it is the mind power that they have got, that they are used to that and they are able to achieve so simply. When I try to practice, then next day gone. ஐயோ கால் போச்சு மழைக்கால் எழுந்துக்கவே முடியல, அதுக்கு ஒரு மருந்தை போறேன், அதுக்கு ஏதோ தடவை. அந்த 4 நாள் அதை பண்ண உடனே I have forgotten lifting that. Swami, it's enough. So because of advancement of technology, am I finally gaining or am I losing? What is the real purpose of technology? The technology should make my life ease. But technology should not make me somebody who is going to be ever a somberi. ஒரு லேசியா இருக்கக்கூடியவனா, எந்த காரியம் செய்யறதுக்கும் மனசு வராதவனா. Just ஒரு few examples கொடுக்கிறேன். நம்முடைய forefathers, you would have seen them, without any equipment, they were able to tell everything just by seeing that. For example, இந்த place வந்து பார்க்கறாங்கன்னு வெச்சுக்கோங்களேன், அங்க அளந்து இங்க இருந்து பார்க்கிறதுலயே அவங்க சொல்லுவாங்க, இதுவா குறஞ்சது ஒரு 22 அடி இருக்கும். ரொம்ப பெர்ஃபெக்ட்டா அவங்களால சொல்ல முடியும். அதே மாதிரி நம்ம வீட்ல ரொம்ப பாட்டியம்மா வயசானவங்க கூட இருப்பாங்க அழகா. இன்னைக்கு நீ இந்த ஃபுட்ல இங்க போறச்சே இத மறந்து விட்டுருக்க, சரியா பண்ண பத்தியா? See, you never be with me when I was cooking, but you are able to tell, yes. They are such highly experienced souls because they use their indriyams to the fullest extent. They were able to use it to the fullest extent. அந்த சவுண்ட் கேக்குறதுனா உங்களுக்கு எங்கேயோ எதையோ கேட்டிருக்கும். இங்க உட்கார்ந்தே சொல்லுவாங்க, அந்த பக்கத்துல பாரு தேங்காய், அது பக்கத்துல கீழே விழுந்துட்டு கொண்டு போய் எடுத்துட்டு வா. நம்ம அட்டென்டிவா இங்கேயே உட்கார்ந்துட்டு இருப்போம், பக்கத்துல இருப்போம், காது கூட கேட்காது. So they are able to utilize the power of indriyas in the most possible manner, in the highest possible manner. Do you know how it was possible for them? How it was possible for them? Concentration, focus. Then all the senses are sharp. Okay. How they are able to achieve that? Lack of distractions. Mainly the mobile. Sorry. YouTube is the winner of our heart because it knows everything recorded. Google says after 5 years when I travel to a place, it says 5 years before you came to Mediscan in this way. So I made my mind to, you forget, Google will store that. But one day when virus came, everything was washed out. Where are you gone? It's gone. So because of getting into, நாங்க எங்க ஆடிட்டர் கிட்ட வர்க் பண்ணுவோம். இந்த ஆடிட்டர் வந்து இதெல்லாம் டோட்டல் பண்ணுங்க. டோட்டல் பண்ணா it will take 2 hours. 2 hours. அட்டனே எங்கள்ட்ட கோச்சு வர கேந்து. 2 hours னா அவர் பேசிட்டே இருக்கச்சு திட்டிட்டே இருப்பாரு பாப்போம். He will just make you big, முடிச்சு டோட்டல் இதான் போட்டு அடிச்சிடுவார். Sir 2 minutes ல just by seeing that he was able to post the answer, post the total. So he was able to utilize his whole body power, the indriya power fully, because he didn't entirely dependent on the mission. Once you start to depend fully on the mission, we may try to forget that we are quite a gifted human being. We are quite a unique personality in the world. The mission don't have the capability to think further, to exhibit the values. யார் வந்தாலும் கொண்டு போய் இத குடு அப்படினு மெஷின்ட்ட சொல்லிடுதனா மெஷின் கொண்டு போய் கொடுக்கும். இப்ப எல்லாம் ரோபோ அந்த மாதிரி வந்திருக்கோல்லையோ, கொரோனா வரச்சே இந்த மெஷின் அப்படியே they placed it, the food and it will go, it will give, it will turn. அவர் இந்த பக்கம் திரும்பி வரதுக்குள்ள அது கொடுத்துட்டு வெச்சிட்டு போயிட்டே இருக்கும். சில சமயம் அவர் கையை பிடிக்க விட்டாருன்னா கிளாஸ் பொட்டுன்னு விழுந்துரும் கீழே. But a man will try to see, care for that and give something the best. அழகா சொல்றார் விருத்தோம்பல்ல வள்ளுவர், மோப்பக்குழையும் அனிச்சம் முகந்திரிந்து நோக்கக்குழையும் விருந்து. There is a flower called Anicham. That flower will just get dry if you try to smell that. Like the same, when you have asked someone to come for food at your home, if you have a dinner at your home, once that person has entered your home, when you fail to show a face, good face for him, then all the food that you have given gets spoiled. Because of your lack of receptiveness, lack of your warm welcome to that fellow. Maybe you would have put something great or better. So a human is a person who has got a mind to read, who has got a mind to cherish. Whatever you get from these indriyas, through the eye, through the hands, everything finally should go to my mind and it should make me happy in that. If I am not feeling that it is not going to put me in a happy state, for example, when I touch the fire, then it states to my mind that it's not going to be good for me, then I will take my hands from that. So all the indriyas are created only for making my mind happy and grasp the happiness. If it is going to be something as sorrow, then my mind gets worried about it. It's not so enthusiastic. If you fail to have enthusiasm, whatever quality you have, it will just vanish. That's why the Valluvar says it Ukkamudaimai. Ukkamudaimai is actually the enthusiasm. இதுல நமக்கு சம்ஸ்கிருதத்துல சொல்றச்சே உற்சாகம்னு சொல்லுவோம். உற்சாகம், சாகசம், தைரியம், புத்தி, சக்தி, பராக்கிரமம். இது ஆறு எங்க இருக்கோ அங்கதான் மகாலட்சுமி வாசம் பண்றா. உற்சாகம்னா ஊக்கமுடைமை, ever enthusiastic. Always I'm in an enthu level. Whatever you say, I'll be able to do, accomplish, understand and do the things. This will happen not with the facilities available you have outside, but making your mind stable and always willing to have something new. Always trying to grasp. Because of association with the mission, thoroughly I'm getting associated with the mission, my mind fails to understand that I am a human body. I have certain values. I have certain things in this world to be done here. I have come for a purpose which is beyond my expectations, beyond my imagination. For me, scanning is something, an equipment. For you all, it gives an exact report about what is there inside. It states, yes, this is the problem that you have. This problem has to be rectified. Like the same, when we go inside, in depth into that, even after the scanning when you go, that is actually more beyond that of human parts when you go, then there we have a manas. The manas forms the major part of your life. It only makes your life something quite happy, or it makes your life something very, very, very tough. With all other available things, if you fail to keep our mind in a happy state, then we are surely going to have a miserable life. But with nothing is available to you, you are able to keep our mind in a very perfect state, then you are going to enjoy everything in the world. There is a real state of a yogi. There is a real state of a real achiever, even in this world. So we have to think something beyond which the manas. Once the mind comes, then you have to think of the soul. டாக்டர்லாம் வர வச்சு நம்ம பார்த்துருக்கோம், சினிமாவில் வரைச்சு எல்லாம் நாங்கள் பண்ணிட்டோம், இனிமே எங்கள் கையில் எதுவும் இல்லை, அங்கே தான் இது ரெகுலராக வரக்கூடியதாக பார்க்குறோம் இல்லையா? ஸோ பியாண்ட் யூ சம்திங் இஸ் ஹேப்பனிங், பியாண்ட் யூ சம்படி இஸ் கண்ட்ரோலிங். அப்போ ஏதோ எடுத்துக்கிறாரு, அங்கே போறாரு. அப்போ அது என்ன? எக்ஸலண்டா இவ்வளவு தூரம் பாடியை ரிசர்ச் பண்ணி அந்த ஸ்கெலட்டான் என்ன, அதற்குள்ள என்னென்ன போன்ஸ் இருக்கு, எப்படிப்பட்டதா இருக்கு, பார்ட்ஸ் எப்படி இருக்குன்னு தெரிஞ்சிருக்கிற, ரிசர்ச் பண்ணியிருக்கிற யுவர் பிரெயின் can go a little bit in depth also. You have the capability and brain to go in depth. What is the in depth? That's where the shastram or the spiritual learning starts for us. Spiritual learning reveals what are all the greatness that we have. இன்னைக்கு ஏதோ ஓசோன் லேயர் டிப்ளீட் ஆயிடுதுன்னு சொல்றான், நமக்கு வந்து குளோபல் வார்மிங் ஜாஸ்தியா இருக்குங்கறாங்க. No, USA is estimating for this we have to spend so many lakhs of crores of dollars in spend பண்றோம். அத ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணாதான் இது ரெக்டிஃபை ஆகும்னு சொல்றாங்க. இது everything is God gifted. ஒரு God gifted ஆ இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு விஷயத்தை to rectify it with the human capability, You require such a long time as well as with a huge amount. Just a cyclone makes a great change. Life அப்படியே புரட்டி போறதை நம்ம பார்க்கறோம். ஏன் எவ்வளவு சேஞ்ச் நம்ம பார்க்கறோம் உலகத்துல பார்க்கறச்சே. அப்ப நமக்கு இப்ப இந்த பியாண்ட் தட் நம்மளுடைய திங்கிங் லெவலை எப்படி யூஸ் பண்றதுன்னு பார்க்கறச்சே ரெண்டு விஷயம் நமக்கு முக்கியமா வேண்டியிருக்கு. ஒன்னு, the brain getting more sharpened by going little bit beyond the science, going beyond all the body parts that we have. The second thing, making our mind an ever enthusiastic mind. Brain வேற, mind வேற. Brain deals about IQ, the mind deals about EQ. Brain may be something super, but my life may not be that much super. அப்ப என்னுடைய பிரெயினை நான் ஷார்ப்பன் ஆக்கி வச்சுட்டது மட்டும் போராது. எனக்கு கூடவே என்ன வேண்டியிருக்குன்னா என் மைண்ட் லெவல்ல என்னுடைய கண்ட்ரோலை எப்படி நான் ஹையஸ்டா வச்சுக்கலாம். அதுக்கு நாம என்ன பண்ணணும் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு தாட் ப்ராசஸ். அந்த தாட் ப்ராசஸ்ல ஃபர்ஸ்ட் திங், அவர் மைண்ட் கெட்ஸ் பியூர்ட் ஒன்லி பை டூயிங் குட் ஆக்டிவிட்டீஸ். ஒவ்வொரு நாளும் ஒரு சின்ன சின்ன நல்லதை நாம பழகிறதுக்கு மனசுக்கு பத்து கொடுக்கறச்சே the mindல தன்னிடையே purity is getting achieved. That's where it has been told அழுக்காறு. பொறாமைங்கிறது அழுக்காறு, அது அழுக்கு. ஏன்னா impure இருக்கும். See, can you shake a hand with an impure person? You can't do that. A person with a virus or bacteria, like the same, when mind is filled with so many dirts, like கோபமோ வேகமோ நமக்கு இருக்கக்கூடிய பொறாமையோ, then it becomes very very dangerous. அதனால தான் இன்னைக்கு வந்து நான் கண்டேஜியஸ் டிசீஸ் தானே ஜாஸ்தியா வருது. உலகத்துல பார்க்கணும், டயபெட்டிக்ஸ், பிபிங்கிறோம். எல்லாமே ரீசன் என்ன அப்படின்னா இட்ஸ் பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் த மைண்ட் பொல்யூஷன், நாட் பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் த பொல்யூஷன் ஆஃப் அதர் பார்ட்ஸ். ஸோ அந்த மைண்ட் பொல்யூஷன்ல நீங்கணும்னா ஸ்பிரிச்சுவல்ல ஒரு ஸ்மால் லேர்னிங் இஸ் த மோஸ்ட் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் திங். அந்த லேர்னிங் ஏற்படுறதும் நம்ம கோயிலுக்கு போறோம் ஸ்பிரிச்சுவலா இருக்கிறச்சே, இல்ல அவர்கள் ஏதோ ஒரு விஷயத்தை பூஜை மாதிரி சின்னது பண்ணலாம் அங்கேருந்து. ஆனா அதையும் தாண்டி if I am able to spend few minutes in spiritual learning, then that becomes a real food for you. Not only a food, it becomes a life changer for you. So ஒரு சின்ன சின்ன விஷயம் ஸ்பிரிச்சுவல்ல நம்ம ஏன்னா நீங்கலாம் see you are gifted with science brain. I am not to that extent. நாங்களே ஏதோ காமர்ஸ் படிச்சு இருக்கிற அக்கவுண்ட்ஸ் போட்டு டாலிங்கிறது அங்க முக்கியம். என்னவா இருந்தாலும் டாலி பண்ணி கொடுத்துரும். That is the technique that we use. But for you have to state always the cause and effect relationship. Your brain is so gifted. You have achieved wonderful results. இப்போ நமக்கு அந்த பிரெயினை இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் ஹையர் லெவல்ல யூஸ் பண்றதுக்கு ட்ரை பண்ணலாம். What has been told in Bhagavad Gita? அதுல சொல்லி இருக்கக்கூடிய கருத்துக்கள்ல ஒரு முக்கியம் என்ன? மனசு எதற்கு மூலமா இருக்கு? அந்த இந்திரியங்களை கட்டுப்படுத்தக்கூடிய விஷயம் என்ன? சோ இது ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு ஸ்டார்டிங் நீங்க பண்ணீங்கன்னா ரொம்ப அற்புதமா இருக்கும். ஒண்ணு, சோ அது உங்களுக்கு புத்திக்கு உண்டான அற்புதமான விஷயம். ரெண்டாவது, நல்லது பண்ணக்கூடிய விஷயங்கள். நல்லதுங்கிறது உங்களுக்கு அந்த சமயத்துல உங்களுக்கு உடனே நன்மையை தருமான்னு தராதான்னு தெரியாது. ஆனா என்னைக்கும் உங்க வாழ்க்கையில அது நல்லது மட்டுமே தான் நன்மையை பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கு. That keeps you protected everywhere. நீங்க you would have seen in corona நல்ல எக்ஸலென்ட்டா இருக்கிற பர்சனே கூட போயிருக்கலாம் இல்லையா? somebody who was shocked, he has gone. சம்பந்தமே இல்லாம ஒருத்தருக்கு இன்ஃபெக்ஷன், நான் வெளியிலேயே வந்தது இல்லையே. அப்ப ஏதோ ஒரு இயக்கம் அங்க நடக்கிறது. நம்மால அந்த கர்மாவை புரிஞ்சுக்க முடியல, தெரியல, நாம எங்கேயோ இருக்கோம் அதுல பண்றதுங்கிறச்ச. அப்ப இது ப்ரொடெக்ஷன் எப்படி கொடுக்கும்னா நாம் செய்யக்கூடிய ஒவ்வொரு நல்ல விஷயங்களும், அழகா சொன்னார் டாக்டர், இன்டெகிரிட்டி, நேர்மையாக செயல்படக்கூடிய விஷயம். மற்றவர்கள் படக்கூடிய கஷ்டத்துல ஐயோன்னு ஒரு மனசு இறங்குறேன்னு சொன்னா அந்த மாதிரி இறங்கி நான் செய்யக்கூடிய ஒரு குட்டி குட்டி ஹெல்ப் என்ன மட்டும் இல்லை, என் வம்சத்தவர்களையும் சேர்த்து காப்பாத்து. நான் இன்னைக்கு உங்க முன்னாடி இன்னைக்கு பேசுறேன், 36th ஜெனரேஷன் சொல்றேன். அங்க ஸ்ரீரங்கநாதர் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் எங்களுக்கு எல்லா விதமான கைக்கரியும் இருக்குன்னு சொல்றேன். ரீசன் என்ன தெரியுமா? 1000 years பிஃபோர் எங்க ஃபோர் ஃபாதர் பூரங்கிற இடத்துல எல்லாத்தையும் சாக்ரிஃபைஸ் பண்ணிட்டு ஸ்ரீரங்கத்துக்கு வந்து சர்வீஸ் இறங்கினார். He has been with his guru, Swami Ramanujacharya. That is the asset he told, we are getting interest after 1000 years. We never deposited any money. நாங்க எதுவுமே பண்ணல. அவர் கொடுத்த அன்னதானம், அவர் பண்ணியிருக்கிற ஆச்சாரிய கைங்கரியம் இன்னைக்கு எனக்கு அது எஃபெக்ட் கொடுக்கிறது. எப்படி எஃபெக்ட் கொடுக்கிறதுனா, என்னையும் நீ இந்த மாதிரி சின்ன விஷயம் பண்ணேன். It's not because of me, it's because of that greatness. So when we start doing something good things, in a little bit manner, in a little bit way, என்னால இன்னைக்கு ஒரு சின்ன விஷயத்தை இன்னைக்கு ஒரு நாள் போய் சொல்லாம என்னால இருக்க முடியும். இன்னைக்கு மற்றவர்களுக்காக என்னால ஒரு நன்மைக்காக ஒரு சிறு காரியம் பண்ண முடியும். எனக்கு கிடைச்சிருக்கிற ஃபுட்ல நான் இன்னைக்கு ஒன்று எடுத்துட்டேன், பாதி இருக்கிற ஃபுட்டை போய் இன்னொருத்தருக்கு போய் கொடுக்கும்படியா பண்றேன் தேவையானவர்களுக்கு. மேபி யூ நீட் டு வாக் ஃபார் 5 minutes. Maybe we have to spend some 10 minutes on that, but do that, kindly do that. Very, very small things, when you start doing that, then that dharma saves you a lot. Dharmo rakshati rakshita. சாஸ்திரம் என்ன சொல்லுவது, அதர்மம் தான் எல்லா ரோகங்களுக்கும் மூல காரணம்னு சொல்லுது. But I am not here to explain those in details, but let me start doing that in a small manner, and I hope you all will be doing that. Thanks for giving me this opportunity. யாருக்காவது சந்தேகம் இருந்தா கேட்கலாம். 10:45 ஆயிடுது. ஸோ அப்டேட் டைம் க்ளோசிங். இதான் சொல்லணுமா டாக்டர்? வேற ஏதானே இதானே கேட்கணுமா?
Imbibe and we put it into practice.
அசை போட ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்கீங்க. உணவு எடுத்துட்டாச்சு, அசை போட ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்கோம். Any question from your side? Soumya, doctor. Anybody else? No. Yes, you tell.
Question,
No question.
but I think Shridiketano at least one point we should take. From what we spoke. நம்ம யார் எப்படி இருந்தாலும் we should be kind. And from your previous lecture also about that anger, எவ்வளோ கோவம் பண்ணாலும் நம்ம first actually even if we laugh, I think that makes it first. These are 2 points which I think.
Very good. Thank you. Thanks, Soumya ji. Anybody else? Yes. From your side also I need this bench. This bench that Dharan has spoken.
Technology, at least we can come to know that okay, whatever we have forgotten, whether it's the right technology, we are away, we get away.
So very nice point she has told. Once we are totally engaged, something, a lecture like this is actually keep us something little bit awake. Yes, there is a remembrance, as a, like a reminder or alarm that we are keeping. So this makes us to remind something that we are all humans having some human values to do wonderful things. Yes, that's true. Any question from this gentleman who kept a very quiet calm throughout the lecture? You should contrast that person. I have told somebody who is immersed. He was the one who is totally immersed. Do you have any question? Nothing. Thank you. I feel he has worked overtime. Double time. என்ன சொல்லணும்?
Morning 8 to night 10.
That's why I could see that. That's like, thank you. Even with the busy schedule, you are able to come here. Thanks a lot for not considering your strength. You have been here. Any question from your side? Any question? So thanks a lot. ரொம்ப நமஸ்காரம் உங்களுக்கு எல்லாம். ரொம்ப noble professional இருக்கீங்க. You are all doing wonderful services to the human. With this end note, மனசுல ஏற்படுற கஷ்டம் என்பதை காட்டிலும் உடல்ல ஏற்படக்கூடிய கஷ்டம்ங்கிறது இட்ஸ் unimaginable pain. அந்த பெயினை போகக்கூடிய ஒரு கிஃப்டை பகவான் உங்களுக்கு எல்லாம் அற்புதமா கொடுத்திருக்கார். Let me pray for your betterment. உங்களுடைய பெட்டர்மெண்ட்டுக்காக, உங்களுடைய நன்மைக்காக ஸ்ரீரங்கநாத திருவடிகளில் நாம் நிறைய பிரார்த்திக்கிறோம். ஆண்டாள் திருவடிகளையும் அற்புதமா பிரார்த்திக்கிறோம். இன்னும் மேலும் மேலும் உங்களுக்கு நிறைய ஸ்ட்ரென்த் கொடுக்கட்டும், ரொம்ப நிறைய பண்ணட்டும், உங்களால நிறைய பேருக்கு நன்மை சேரும்படியாக இருக்கட்டும், ஒவ்வொரு சோலும் அவங்கள பத்தி தெரிஞ்சுட்டு அடுத்த ஸ்டேஜுக்கு வரும்படியா பண்ணட்டும். So we pray at the lotus feet of Sri Ranganatha. Srimatyi Vishnu Chittariya Manonandana Hetave Nandanandana Sundariyai Godayai Nityamangalam Lakshmi Sharanalakshanga Sakshi Sri Vakshavakshade Kshemangaraya Sarvesham Sri Rangeshaya Mangalam Srimate Ramyajamatra Munindraya Mahatmane Sri Rangavasine Bhuyat Nityashri Nityamangalam. So we invite you all for a trip to Sri Rangam. So that will be a wonderful one-day camp. Here you are all very busy, seeing always the time and going for next. Your duties are that it's compelling and is actually pulling you out from here this hall. But there we will have a chance to more interaction. and also we will have a chance for some little bit services. We are having a Goshala, Pathshala, and we are catering to so many villages. Around 200 to 300 villages we are catering actually. We are giving free food, Annadanam, from the COVID time we have started. Even in Deepavali we are given dresses to 20,000 families. 20,000. Because it's not about celebrating our own self. Usually Deepavali na enga veetla panna palakaram pakkathu veetla kodupom ange irukka sweet naam eduthupom. Ana adu peri vishayam illa. Those who don't have the affordability, we need to go and knock them and give them that thing. Adu kudukaradha namakku real happiness. Nama peruvadula happiness nenippom. Ana giving is the real happiness. Once you start to give and when you are blessed, then you are really gifted soul. Neenga ella anga vandu paarkalam ada அந்த விஷயங்களும் இந்த ஸ்ரீமான் ட்ரஸ்டோட ஆக்டிவிட்டீஸும் we will supply to you. Be in touch with us. Thank you, Srimate Ramanujan.
Thank you very much. So the only question in everybody's mind is why such sessions were not organized before, and how many are going to be organized in the future. So this is the question we all have. Thank you very much. This is an absolutely enlightening session. We all have we have felt the need to change our thought process, the need to change and become better, and that's what we hope we will do.
సార్ కొంచెం సరే సరే ఉన్నాడు Ready, sir?